Hi, folks. I'll be honest here. Conditions are still a little fuzzy for me, but I can at least get you started so that you can investigate more deeply on your own. Please feel free to make any corrections or additions to this video in the comments below. Let's get started. One way I look at conditions is that they can add requirements that the player must meet in order to proceed in the game. They can be used to emulate the collection of keys, to increase health, and experience points. They can also be used to place constraints or restrictions on a player or object. I'll go over the basic structure of a condition in a popular game device, needing a key to open a door. For the sake of time, I'm using the door and walls I made in the last video, and I'm even using the same actions for opening and closing the door. I will use the pickup as my key card for opening the door. The action of destroying the card remains as well. Select the door in the hierarchy. In the inspector, I deleted the trigger that was there, since we'll only be allowed to open the door if we have picked up the key card. Now, right-click on the door in the hierarchy and select Game Creator Condition. Click on the conditions. We'll move to see that a little closer. The first thing you will do is click on Add Clause. You can call it whatever you like, but I will call this one Is Pickup Destroyed? Click Add Condition. Object. Exists Game Object. Under Target, drag in the Pickup Game Object from the hierarchy. Now look at how this reads. If does pickup exist, then do an action. We want the door to remain closed if the pickup still exists, since that would mean the player did not figuratively pick it up. Leave the action blank. We want no action to occur. Move down to else. Now, if the pickup does not exist, is the opposite of it existing. So that would mean it has been destroyed. So here's where I want to place the door opening actions. Drag the actions _ door into this slot. You can read this condition as, if the pickup exists, then do nothing. If the opposite is true, and the pickup does not exist, allow the door to open. Let's try it out.
Okay, we're going to test this out. Let's see how it goes. All right, first let's try the door on its own. Nothing. Okay, let's go over get the card. We click on the key card. Now let's test the door. Works. Let's use conditions to set up a way to limit the health pickups you can have at one time. Each capsule represents a health pickup item. Let's put a trigger on each one. So start with health pickup A. We're going to add a component, game creator, trigger. We're going to change this trigger to object on player enter. And then we'll throw in a condition slot here. That's all you have to do with that, but make sure that you do change is trigger in the capsule collider. Let's do that for health pickup B as well. Add the component, game creator, trigger. This is going to be object on player enter, so that when the player collides with it, the conditions will begin. Set a condition slot and make sure that the capsule collider is called isTrigger. Great. Now over in the hierarchy, let's click on the conditions. We're going to add a clause called has health. Now, I was confused by these clauses at first, and I got very hung up on it, but the bottom line is it needs to make sense for you and for the way that you're building your game so that you will remember what this clause does. And that is the main reason that there is a name for the clause. So just name the clause has health. And then we're going to add a condition. It's going to be an object and game object active. We are going to check if the other game object is active as well, if the other health is active. So we're dragging that in. Health pickup B gets dragged into the game object slot. Leave this active, and we're going to go back to the health pickup B conditions. Go over to the hierarchy, click on those conditions. We're going to add the same thing, has health, and the same condition, object, game object active, only this time it's pickup B. Okay, and this one is going to still also be check and see if the other object is active. Sorry, this should be health pickup A. I beg your pardon. I messed up on that one. So in health pickup B's conditions, you should have health pickup A as the primary target, the first target. Okay, just to be clear. All right, now we're going to go to health pickup A, and we're going to right click, game creator, add an action. Okay, this action will be add action, object, set active. This time it's going to be health pickup A that we will set inactive. So untick the active box. We'll do the same thing with health pickup B. Let's make an action. Game creator. Oops, beg your pardon. Health pickup B, game creator, actions. There we go. And same thing. This one we're going to set it inactive if we detect that the other one is active. Otherwise, it will do nothing. So object, set active, inactive, and it's going to be itself. Pickup B. Okay. Now all we're doing is we're making the capsule disappear or not disappear. All right, let's go back to our conditions on health pickup A. So if we touch health pickup A and health pickup B is active, we want health pickup A to be destroyed. So we're going to add the action from health pickup A, which means that this will become inactive. So it will not be destroyed actually. It will become inactive and you won't see the object anymore. If health pickup B is not active, nothing will happen. So the capsule should remain there. Let's go over the conditions on health pickup B. We're going to drag in the actions for what happens if health pickup B is touched and health pickup A is active. It will make health pickup B inactive and will disappear. If health pickup A has already been picked up, then nothing will happen. Health pickup B should stay there. Let's test this. All right, we'll go to A first. And A disappears because health pickup B is still there. Let's go to B and see what happens. It stays because health pickup A is not there. Let's try it the opposite way. Always test it both ways. Even if one way works, you may have missed something on the second way of doing things. So let's go over here. Let's pick up B. There. A is still there, so B worked. Let's go to A and see if that... Nope. Pickup A does not disappear. It works. Now, let me be clear. What we've done here is not really created a health pickup, but we've dealt with the mechanic of creating a health pickup. What you will need to do if you really want this kind of a thing is basically get the stats module, and you'll be able to create a real health pickup system, and it can increase your health points as well, and you can develop that whole thing. However, this is just so that you can get an idea about how conditions work. Yes, they can be a little confusing, but I think that these examples are pretty decent, and they definitely work for at least getting some basic functionality into your game. This completes the tutorial. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you would like to keep up to date with the channel. I may end up making a few more videos, and we will have to see what people request and what kinds of things people may need help with. Again, if you need further help, see the links in the description below. Bye, folks.